Well, good morning, everybody. We're reading through Isaiah 64 to 66, and it's an exciting reading this morning. Um, Isaiah has revelation. He's got the vision that the Lord gave to him of the new heaven, the new earth, and the new Jerusalem, and of the nations coming and worshiping. And then there's that stark image of him going out and seeing the dead bodies of the enemies of God, and the worms, whom the worms never die, constantly being consumed by decay. It's just a horrible image, but it ties in with the revelation of John. John had the same revelation of the old earth, the old heaven passing away, and God creating, bringing them together to form a new heaven and new earth as one, and then the new city of Jerusalem descending, and there being no sun, because there doesn't need to be a sun, because God himself is the source of light and warmth and life and everything. Yeah, it's pleasurable to think about this fallen creation that we exist in. It was always meant to be so much more. That all of creation it has been held back because of the downfall of man. But at the same time, all of creation is just waiting in eager anticipation for it being brought back to its fullness again, with the revealing of the children of God. And that's going to be on that day that Jesus comes and calls us by name to him. Yeah, it's great just even thinking about it, isn't it? The thing is that it's clear in this passage that Dad doesn't want anybody to perish. He doesn't want anybody to die. And he said, I came and I held out my hand to you. I held out my hand to you, but you were so stubborn in your worship of the things that I created. You chop down a tree and you use part of it to cook your supper, and then you use another part to carve into an image that you worship. He said, how does this make sense? I called out to you, I held out my hand to you, and you told me to go away. And that describes the age in which we live so well. And I mean, most people know well enough not to worship stone statues or wooden statues or things like that. Some do. Some still are in that place. But we have other things that we worship. We have ideologies that we worship. There's political ideologies that we worship. There's scriptural ideologies. There's dare I say, family. Anything that you lift up higher than the Lord it becomes an object of worship for you. And there are some who, yes, they worship Yahweh, but they worship the family even more. And even though Jesus told us that we are to honor our mothers and our fathers, he also challenges, do you love me more than them? Do you love me more than them? So, yeah, it's a challenge, isn't it? But we see here that, again, those bodies, the enemies, and even though it's Dad's desire that everybody's to be saved, he is a God of justice. And if he doesn't want anybody to die as his enemies, and remember that while we were his enemies, Jesus Christ died for us, so that he didn't wait for us to become better. While we were his enemies, he opened the door to us. Jesus died for all of us, but it's a door that's been opened, an invitation that's been given, and it has to be accepted. Jesus said, whoever believes will be saved. Yes, he died for everybody, and he died that all sins would be forgiven, but it's still an open door with an invitation. Whoever believes will be saved. which means that there will be those who will die as the enemies of God. And it should be our burning desire to be a part of as many people as we can, to demonstrate who our Father is, who our King is, who the Spirit is, what the kingdom is all about, to demonstrate to them so that they would want to. They would want to. Because we see that the threats don't work. Even telling the people the truth of their condition doesn't work. But if they see something that is more attractive than the rebellion that they're stuck in, they will come. And if they just taste, then they'll see. And they'll see how good our God is. You guys be blessed today. We're on the winning side. He loves you. He is with you. He's occupied with you. And you're His. God bless.